February was a busy month for cybercrime. LastPass data was stolen, the FBI computers got hacked, the city of Oakland announced a state of emergency due to ransomware, and in the light of the current cyber war, it turned out that Russia wants to make hacking legal. Hi, I'm AI Joe, and welcome to the February News Recap. Last year, LastPass suffered a large data breach, which allowed threat actors to access encrypted vaults. Although LastPass claimed no data was actually leaked, that turned out not to be true. The attack lasted longer than LastPass initially claimed. The threat actor hacked a home computer of a LastPass DevOps engineer and, in the process, got access to a decrypted vault. The attacker exported the entries, including some decryption keys, storage resources, and critical database backups. Reddit, a popular social media website, also suffered a data breach in February. Using a phishing attack, threat actors used a fake website to steal employees' credentials and two-factor authentication tokens. As a result, they gained access to some internal company documents, code, and internal systems. Reddit quickly disclosed the attack in a timely manner and assured users that only a few details about the company's advertisers were accessed. All non-public data, such as user passwords, stayed safe. Meanwhile, Activision, the maker of the Call of Duty video games, opted to keep their data breach under wraps until researchers at VX Underground announced it to the world. Threat actors have posted data allegedly stolen from Activision in December 2022, claiming to have nearly 20,000 unique records of employee information. According to the Cyber News research team, the leaked data includes Activision employees' names, job titles, email addresses, and, in some cases, phone numbers. VX Underground also announced that the threat actors exfiltrated sensitive workplace documents, as well as scheduled to release content. Another type of attack, ransomware, hit not a company, but the whole city of Oakland, and forced it to announce a state of emergency. The attack shut down most of the city's services. However, there has been no word on who is behind the attack, or if a ransom was demanded or paid out by the city. The city of Modesto, California, was also hit by ransomware, forcing its police department to resort to old-school police tactics, such as handheld radios and pen and paper. Officials stated that 911 emergency services were not impacted in either of the cities. However, it's unclear if any sensitive files from Modesto or Oakland were stolen by hackers. Not only cities and companies suffered attacks in February. Cybercriminals also tried to hack computers at the FBI New York office. The FBI says it has isolated and contained a malicious cyber incident, and it's continuing to investigate the source of the intrusion. That computer system is believed to be located at the Bureau's New York field office, one of the largest and most high-profile in the FBI, and according to a CNN source, it was used to investigate crimes against children. The cyber war, ignited by Russia's attack on Ukraine, also had a few developments in February. Most notably, the Russian government wants to decriminalize hacking as long as attacks are carried out in the interests of the country, which is currently waging war in Ukraine. Although the so-called patriotic hackers were already free of all prosecution anyway, the Kremlin is exploring the idea of completely absolving Russian hackers from criminal liability. The new order would most likely apply to notorious hacker groups such as Killnet, ZachNet, the Cyber Army Russia, and others. The cyber war also prompted a couple of attacks on Russia. On February 22nd, radio stations in multiple Russian cities were hacked and started blasting fake air raid warnings. Concerned citizens had shared videos like this one on Twitter. Russian local officials didn't wait long to claim that the incident was a provocation by supporters of the Kyiv regime, alleging that the goal was to sow panic among the public. This is not the first time Ukrainian hackers were suspected of hacking into Russian media. Most recently, another attack on Russian TV and radio stations resulted in another broadcast of false air raid alerts. Pro-Ukrainian hackers also claimed responsibility for a DDoS attack against Russian state media, causing a blackout during President Vladimir Putin's State of the Nation address to the Russian parliament. Multiple locations reported being unable to access the live broadcast at different points of the speech. Addressing the incident, the state-run RIA Novosti news agency first reported the outage was the result of a DDoS attack. And now, Blitz News. Last month, Nokia announced the company would change its brand identity for the first time in nearly 6 decades. The company is trying to move away from the association with smartphones and develop into a business technology company. 1Password, a veteran in the password manager business, announced that starting summer of 2023, it will allow users to access their accounts using only a passkey. Also in February, Florida hospital operator Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare was hit with a cyber attack, forcing the organization to cancel surgical procedures and fall back on paper. Lastly, Cloudflare, a web infrastructure security company, reported a record-breaking attack. While most attacks peaked at around 50 to 70 million requests per second, one exceeded 71 million requests per second. That's it for this monthly recap. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this video informative, and check out more news on the latest cyber world events.